Today we're venturing into a topic that's often whispered about but rarely addressed openly, the things men secretly hate that women do, which most women don't even realize. It's about those habits, behaviors, or patterns that can unknowingly push men away or create tension. We'll shed light on these actions from a place of understanding and empathy, aiming to bridge the gap between miscommunication and mutual respect. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer insight into the male perspective, helping foster healthier and more harmonious relationships. Ready to uncover what's been silently on their minds? Let's dive in. 1. Overdependency. When a partner starts to feel like a 24/7 therapist or an ATM, it's time to step back and reevaluate some things, because that's overdependency for you. Sure, it's great to have support in a relationship, but there's a thin line between sharing burdens together and offloading them entirely. When you're constantly relying on your partner to fix your feelings or sort out your bills, it can be a bit much. It's all about striking that sweet balance. A little self-reliance. It's not just attractive, it's also empowering. 2. Lack of independence. Did you know that men often dig a partner who's got their own thing going on? Yep, independence is a big deal. It's like this. Imagine two people, each with their own hobbies, passions, goals, and time. Men often appreciate a partner who can stand on their own 2 feet, make decisions, and pursue their interests. It's not about not needing anyone. It's about being your own person within the relationship. Plus, let's be real. Having your own stories to share at the end of the day? That's the cherry on top of a great relationship. 3. Excessive jealousy. We all get a tiny bit jealous sometimes. It's human, and in fact it can be healthy in small, harmless amounts. But when does it turn into a full-time job? That's where it gets tricky. Men often find excessive jealousy or possessiveness a bit of a relationship downer. It's like being in a constant state of "who texted you?" or "why did you like their photo?" It can feel like being under a microscope, and nobody likes that. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, and too much jealousy can make those foundations shaky. Remember, a little trust goes a long way in keeping the love boat sailing smoothly. 4. Constant social media comparison. Navigating the world of social media can be like walking through a gallery of picture-perfect moments. But here's the catch. When you're constantly comparing your relationship to those idealized couple goals posts, it can create unnecessary pressure. Men often feel this tension, knowing that their real, unfiltered relationship is being measured against a curated, often unrealistic standard. Remember, behind every flawless couple's photo, there's likely a story untold. Cherishing the unique aspects of your relationship is far more fulfilling than chasing the illusion of perfection portrayed on social media. After all, genuine love is about the unscripted moments, not the highlight reel. 5. Playing mind games. Men generally aren't keen on decoding hidden meanings or navigating through a maze of subtle hints. They tend to prefer clear, straightforward communication. It's like, why play a guessing game when you can have an open and honest conversation? Manipulative behaviors can be a major turnoff, creating unnecessary confusion and mistrust. So, the next time you're tempted to send mixed signals, remember that simplicity is key. It is a great idea to learn your needs rather than damaging two people in the process, just because you're not confrontational. A direct approach not only fosters better understanding, but also builds a foundation of trust and respect in the relationship. 6. Ignoring personal ambitions. Here's a little secret. Men find it super attractive when a woman has her own goals and ambitions. It's like having a personal cheerleader who's also playing her own game. When you're passionate about your own life, it adds an exciting layer to who you are. It's not just about being in a relationship, it's about being two individuals who support each other's dreams and aspirations. Having your own ambitions shows confidence and self-drive, qualities that are magnetic. So keep chasing your dreams. It's not just good for you, but it also adds a sparkle to your relationship that's hard to ignore. 7. Lack of appreciation. It can be a huge bummer when you have gone the extra mile, put effort into something special, and it goes unnoticed. Well, guys feel the same way. Appreciation in a relationship is like water to a plant. It's essential for growth. Acknowledging the little things your partner does, whether it's fixing a leaky tap or just being there when you need a hug, goes a long way. It's about recognizing their efforts and making them feel valued. A simple thank you or a smile can make your partner feel like a superhero. Remember, it's the little acknowledgments that build a strong, happy relationship. 8. Over-criticism. Getting a review every day all about what you're doing wrong is not a fun experience. That's what over-criticism feels like in a relationship. It's like walking on eggshells. Guys, just like anyone else, can find constant criticism a real downer. It chips away at self-esteem and can create a rift in the relationship. It's cool to give feedback, but it's all about balance. Mix in some positive vibes with the constructive stuff. Remember, it's not always about fixing things. Sometimes it's about being a cheerleader for what's already great. A little encouragement can turn good into amazing in any relationship. 9. Neglecting their interests. So your guy is into model trains, fantasy football, or maybe even bird watching, and you're not. That's totally okay. But here's the thing. Showing a little interest in what lights up their world can mean a lot. Otherwise, you might drift apart with resentment. It's not about pretending to be a superfan of their hobbies, but more about acknowledging and respecting their passions. Maybe join in occasionally or just ask how their latest project is going. It's like saying, "Hey, I see you and what makes you happy, and that's important to me too." It's a small gesture that can make a big difference in feeling connected and valued. 10. Disregarding privacy. Let's talk about a little thing called personal space. Yes, it's a big deal even when you're super close. Everyone needs their me time, whether it's for solo Netflix binges, reading, or just staring into space. Respecting this isn't about being distant, it's about understanding that a bit of privacy is healthy. It's like having a secret garden where you can recharge. When you give your man that space to be on his own, it's not just a breather for him, but it also adds a fresh zest when you're back together. 11. Excessive gossiping. We all know a little chit-chat can be fun, but when it turns into a full-time hobby, especially about personal stuff, it can be a bit much. Guys often find constant gossiping a turnoff, not just because it's about other people's business, but because it can also make them wonder what's being said when they're not around. It's like, if you're the CNN of personal affairs, where does the line get drawn? Keeping things light and not diving deep into the gossip pool shows you respect privacy, yours, his, and everyone else's. Plus, it leaves more room for conversations that really matter. 12. Being overly dramatic. Life's but a stage, but does every day need to be a Shakespearean drama? When things get overly dramatic over the smallest issues, it can be really exhausting. Guys often find this kind of constant drama unappealing. It's like instead of a chill movie night, every evening turns into an episode of a high-stakes soap opera. Sure, a little drama can be exciting now and then, but when every misplaced coffee cup becomes a scene from The Taming of the Shrew, it's a bit much. Keeping things cool and collected not only makes life less stressful, but also a lot more enjoyable for both of you. 13. Ignoring self-care. There is nothing quite as important as self-care. It's like keeping your phone charged. You need it to function at your best. When someone neglects their self-care, it doesn't just affect them. It spills over into the relationship too. Guys notice when you're not taking care of yourself, whether it's skipping that yoga class you love or not getting enough sleep. It's not about looking perfect all the time. It's about feeling good in your skin. Plus, when you're feeling great, it shows. You're more relaxed and happier, and honestly, it's super attractive. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. And hey, a happy, healthy you is the best you in a relationship. 14. Unrealistic expectations. Be honest. Are you expecting your guy to be a superhero, a mind reader, and your personal chef all rolled into one? It sounds a bit much. Placing unrealistic expectations on your partner is like setting the stage for a rom-com. It's fun in movies, but super stressful in real life. When expectations are sky high, they can create unnecessary pressure and disappointment. Relationships are about teamwork, not auditioning for a role in a fantasy. It's cool to dream big, but remember, your partner is human too. Embracing the perfectly imperfect, that's where the real magic happens in a relationship. Keep it real. You'll be surprised at how much smoother things go. 15. Failure to communicate effectively. In relationships, poor communication can turn a simple chat into a messy game. Imagine trying to read a book with half the pages torn out. Frustrating, right? What this does is create detachment. Men will often remove themselves from the situation in an attempt to escape, leaving even further room for miscommunication and agitation. Good communication is like relationship superglue. It's all about really listening and sharing your thoughts clearly. No secret codes are needed. It's time to ditch the mind-reading act and start chatting clearly and simply. Let's keep it straight to the point and fun. And there you have it, guys. We've journeyed through the quirks and habits that might just be ticking men off without us even realizing it. So what's next for you? Discover what makes a guy choose one woman over another, or learn what to do if he pulls away. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.